today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, as days like today, they can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Mississippi State's offense will take the first swing of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Yeah, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Croman home. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Back to pass on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running to Green. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's loose down the middle. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right.
Tons of room in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Power football with the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on...
That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Still on his feet at the 35. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's got it again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job at finishing.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll ride Davis here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Play of the period, 1st down here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this. Playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
And how about the three-pointer from downtown? The long field goal attempt, they trust their kicker, and it took every inch. Just hits the crossbar and gets over and goes in.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. To the ground with the back. Nice, and keep running. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to Davis. Still running at the 35. Wide open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. The play action fake. He'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Finds his man, it's Robbins. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Kick is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll ride Davis here. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's... Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Prime. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Mack. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. First play of the drive wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Got his man quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He might want another play. From the gun, running back on the move. Inside the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Wants to pass. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bulldog. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Prime. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a...
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Meadows. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Russell. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they fought.
And the ball's free in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking left. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Meadows. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to throw, it's Russell. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. From the gun. Under fire. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. Poor starting field position here for this offense. The give to Davis. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. They've reeled